Hi, it's Moody. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bit different. I'm starting a new series called Therapy Talk. I'm starting a new series called Lessons from Therapy. So basically I will be exploring different issues that come up in therapy and basically discussing them with you all. This is going to be an open forum. If anything resonates with you, hopefully it will, please comment down below. I want this to be interactive. And these topics that I'm bringing up, you know, there's some that I've been thinking about for a while, and there's others that have come up kind of organically in my own experiences in therapy. So for today, I am focusing on the idea of new year, new you. So we all hear it all the time. It's time of year for New Year's resolutions, for new plans of action. And you know, sometimes we tend to trivialize it, some take it seriously. In either event, it's best to kind of take a moment to evaluate you know, what you've been doing, what you've learned from what you've been doing. And just kind of, you know, take a step back and kind of see your year in review. And so one of the best ways of doing that and really taking stock and inventory is journaling. So for about a year now, I've been journaling myself. It's been therapeutic and helpful to kind of channel some of my inner feelings and just kind of work through some things. You know, it's always helpful to write things down. One of the things that I wrote down that I found to be kind of interesting is this idea of reviewing relationships. So a lot of times when we are in a relationship, whether it be on again, off again relationship, or just sometimes turbulent relationships, there tends to be tension usually with the breakups that occur, especially for a lot of the on again, off again relationships. One of the things I wrote down was, would it be a good idea to review some of the past lessons learned from breakups? So as a person who's been in an on again, off again relationship for a while, one of the things that I find to be really difficult to assess is, well, of course, when to call it quits is one thing, you know, because there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain and there's a lot of baggage that comes from breaking up and getting back together. And a lot of times in these relationships, you wonder to yourself, are we doing the same thing? Are we making the same mistakes? So, would it be beneficial to assess with your partner the things that went wrong in the relationship, like the breakups? And if so, in assessing them, how they felt about it, how you felt about it, and then both mutually coming up with at least one thing that you learned from that situation. Now, to me, that sounds pretty healthy. I like the idea of it. The reality can be a bit different. So I'm actually going to try this out with my own partner and see how that works, if it works, right? I mean, this is just something I was thinking about trying. So yeah. Another thing that can be done to kind of evaluate and take stock of where you are is a little bit different. So I'm a person that kind of likes the astrology. I really like you know, horoscopes and signs and stuff like that. So if you're a person who's kind of interested in knowing more about yourself and learning about yourself, it definitely would be interesting to see how your sign kind of aligns with where you are in your life and how you kind of view yourself, and kind of assess and see if some of the things that your chart, your natal chart, your birth chart is what it's called, you know, some of the things that it says about you, if it resonates with you as a person. I did that a while back, had my chart sent to me, and surprisingly a lot of things were in alignment with what I already thought about myself. So I am a Virgo and so shout out to all the Virgos out there. A lot of the things they were saying about my need for control, organization, I mean, these are kind of some of the things that you hear typically of like what Virgos are like, but there were so many other aspects as well besides my sun sign, such as my moon sign, which deals with your emotions, and your rising sign, which deals with how you tackle challenges. And so if you are a person who's kind of looking for more insight and learning about yourself, you know, astrology is an interesting place to kind of find yourself or kind of find what you are and what you aren't. You know, you can kind of compare what it comes up with what you believe, and it's really interesting. I will say that there's rarely been much that I haven't agreed with on some level, even if it was some type of way I was in the past or how I would have handled a situation. It kind of resonated, so it's an interesting thing to think about. And my last segment for Lessons from Therapy is going to be